Lake to Lake, a show about our beautiful city of Bellevue. I'm Robin Steele-Hasseth. This month we feature the annual State of the City Address, a wonderful new exhibit at the Bellevue Arts Museum, tips to help you connect with your neighbors, a great job opportunity with the city of Bellevue, and an unforgettable ride to school. First, Bellevue Mayor John Stokes and Deputy Mayor John Chelmanak recently discussed our city's dramatic growth and several exciting projects on the horizon for our community. Here's a look at some of their remarks from the annual State of the City update.
I'm Patrick Bannon with the Bellevue Downtown Association. Of course, thank you for taking time out of your busy lives to attend the BDA's April member breakfast, highlighted by a special address from our mayor and deputy mayor. And please join me in a warm BDA welcome for Mayor John Stokes and Deputy Mayor John Chelmanak.
When Bellevue was established just 63 years ago, its founders sought to create basically a self-sufficient city. And that model, with some slight changes, has served us very well over all these years. But we're really at the dawn of a new chapter in our city's growth, a chapter that has Bellevue posed to become a global hub of innovation and dynamism. I think we're kind of there, but we're growing greater. And the economic, educational, and cultural center of the greater East Side.
Well, you know the truth, there are no challenges, there are only opportunities, right? Right? But let's face it, there are challenges, and those challenges can lead to opportunity, but you have to act on those challenges, and you have to take them on head on. And as John said a little bit earlier, I think the watchwords that we have today are faster, smarter, and together. That's the way the city has been operating. That's the way I would describe it. That's what we have Brad and Kate doing for the city. That's what our city council is trying to do together as 7 members. Act faster, act smarter, act together. And that's what we ask you to join us as a community, as the people who influence what is going on in this city, to take on these challenges in ways that are smarter, faster, and that we work together to solve them.
The Bellevue Arts Museum is currently hosting the first ever exhibition on the Ebony Fashion Fair. As you'll see, the fair was an event that redefined concepts of beauty, style, and empowerment.
When we bring our children in here, and we bring our grandchildren through this tour, something happens in here. It's almost like you get emotional because it's beautiful, the fashions are lovely, and this is history.
The Ebony Fashion Fair was a traveling spectacle that was catering to African American community. The Ebony Fashion Fair started in 1958 and ran for 50 years through 2009. Eunice Johnson and John Johnson from Johnson Publishing Company produced this incredible show. By putting these incredible garments on African American models, beautiful models, Eunice Johnson was a change agent. So this is from the biography of John Johnson. One of our earliest and best models, Terry Springer, tall, beautiful, shapely, and jet black, used to sashay across stages in spectacular colors that defined "Black is beautiful" before the phrase was invented.
There was a time in the fashion houses where the fashion designers didn't really want African American women wearing the clothes. So Terry Springer's being a darker hue of color, that was new to that, and she kind of broke those color lines.
When I first started, I really didn't think it would ever be what it grew into. No. It really became something that they could not let go. People just wanted to see the clothes, and they wanted to see the models, and just the whole show.
I was a model from 1976 to 1977. I went on the tour for 1 year. So it was really a learning experience and just really an exciting time of my life. It shaped my personality, gave me confidence, let me know that I could actually do anything that I wanted to do in life.
The 40 pieces are unique in the sense that they capture 50 years of French, Italian, and American design. They're statement pieces, sometimes from designers who were up and coming, so they were trendsetters. They all showed to the African American audience that they could imagine themselves wearing these garments. There would be an aspiration, and so in this sense they would be inspirational. And when fashion becomes inspirational, then it becomes a real political statement, because inspiration means that you at that point feel that there is a potential for change, that you can achieve what you've been shown. You can see yourself in those clothes. I want the people to come and see this exhibition because I hope that they understand that everything we do as human beings project an image of ourselves, and this image projects aspirations for a better life, for growth, for empowerment, for happiness, for normality. And I think that this exhibition in particular captures all of that.
The Ebony Fashion Fair exhibit runs through August 14th at the Bellevue Arts Museum. For tickets and more information, visit bellevuearts.org. Local blogger Becky Henchman was the keynote speaker for last month's Citywide Neighborhoods Conference. Henchman shared some tips to help local residents build meaningful relationships with our neighbors.
I thought about my early neighborhood experiences. I thought how today I finally did have a few great connections with a few neighbors, mostly due to my neighborhood book club. But I started to wonder, am I guilty of doing the same cold shoulder thing to my neighbors that I so lovingly accused them of so many years ago? I believe that we are living one of the critical challenges of our generation. We are more connected to the world than ever before via electronic media. A bomb goes off in an airport in Brussels, and we begin hearing about it in Seattle within 5 minutes on Twitter. Yet statistically, as Bowling Alone outlined, we are today more than in previous generations more relationally disconnected. But I believe, and I have personally experienced, that we can change that, and I think our neighborhoods are a great place to start. I have met the most wonderful people, and I continue to hear from my neighbors how grateful they are to be meeting one another. I don't know if the Seattle freeze is real or not, but I do know that all across America for the past several decades, people have becoming more isolated and more disconnected. But I think we can change that by just turning around and going in a new direction, by simply being a little more intentional to move toward one another. And I think our neighborhoods are a great place to start.
Bellevue is considered to be one of the safest cities in the Northwest, and this is largely due to the great work by the men and women who serve our city through the Bellevue Police Department. If you're looking for an opportunity to serve, this upcoming message provides a brief look at this important job. Next, a recent ride to school for a couple of Phantom Lake Elementary students was an adventure that is sure to be remembered for a lifetime. Here's a look.
So this event, a ride to school in a fire engine, it's an amazing event. We donate this 6 times a year to local auctions. And what we do is we take an engine specifically for this event where we pick a child up from home, take them to school, give them a quick apparatus tour as well.
Yeah, why do we have everything in our cartoons? What kid wouldn't want this? So when this opportunity came up for us to bid on it at the school's auction, we did not hesitate and we jumped right into it, knowing that this would be a great opportunity for him that he'll never forget. And the best thing about this is he gets to share this with one of his best friends.
Going to my school in the fire truck, that's the most fun.
They love it. They light up. It reminds you of why you became a firefighter yourself.
So now I know what it's like being a firefighter, and I just want to really be a firefighter.
Now here are some great upcoming events. On June 11th, starting at 9 a.m., it's the Lake to Lake Bike Ride. This is a non-competitive family ride that's great for ages 8 and up. The event features 2 unique routes, a mostly flat 9-mile Greenbelt loop and a more challenging 22-mile lake loop. The cost is $15 to $20 and pre-registration is recommended. Registration is available at parksreg.bellevuewa.gov. For more information, email bikeRide@bellevuewa.gov or call 425-452-4882. On Father's Day Sunday, June 19th from 8:30 a.m. to 12 noon, bring the family to a day of play with Dad at the South Bellevue Community Center. Celebrate Dad with a delicious pancake breakfast and fun family activities, including a climbing wall, vertical playpen, disc golf, and an orienteering trek through Eastgate Park. Moms and siblings are welcome too. Admission is $8. Children ages 3 and under are free. Register at parksreg.cityofbellevue.org by June 18th. For more information, call 425-452-4240. On June 25th from 10 a.m. to 12 noon, join a Bellevue Park Ranger for the Lakemont Highlands Open Space Hike. Meet at the Lewis Creek Visitor Center and explore the lesser-known trails of South Bellevue. This 3.5-mile hike is open to all ages, but be prepared for a bit of an uphill climb. The event is free and pre-registration is not required. For more information, call 425-452-4195. And June 25th and 26th, come to the Bellevue Strawberry Festival at Crossroads International Park. Join the Eastside Heritage Center and celebrate our region's rich agricultural history with shortcake eating contests, a classic car show, and more. Admission is free. For more information, call 425-452-1049 or visit BellevueStrawberryFestival.org. That's our show featuring some of the reasons why Bellevue is the city where you want to be. We hope you enjoyed the show. If you have feedback or questions, please email us anytime at btv@bellevuewa.gov. I'm Robin Steele-Hasseth. Thanks for watching Lake to Lake.